Hello and welcome to the Android section of Patterns in Application Design, a course here at Arkansas State that is the second course in a series of three courses, that being Human-Centered Design, Patterns in Application Design, and then later Design and Build in your other courses. So Patterns in Application Design is the class where we really jump into app development and design and using some coding. So the first course, Human-Centered Design, had very little kind of practical coding in it. It was mostly creating prototype interfaces, and you're going to take all of that knowledge and bring it here into Patterns in Application Design to develop your very own applications. Now, this isn't a computer science class, so it's going to be pretty minimal code experience, but it'll be a good jumping off place to then get you down the line, if this is something that you want to do, deeper into more hardcore coding applications, or boot camps or courses or whatever you'd like to do. So the Android section is a little bit different than the iOS section. So the iOS section, you can only develop iOS on the Mac platform, unfortunately. Android can be developed on either Mac or Windows or Linux. Really, just about any device can develop for Android. So if you have chosen the Android track for this class, then you're in the right place. And basically, you're going to start by actually downloading Android Studio, which is an application found here at the developer.android.com website. And Android Studio is an integrated development environment where you can build user interfaces, you can analyze your performance. There's a thing called Emulator within it that lets you simulate and emulate devices. There's basically like anything you could ever want to do in Android, you can do it with Android Studio. So get that installed first. It's quite a large program. After it's installed, you have to download additional emulators, and it adds up. We're also going to be using this website called REPL.it. And what you're going to do is just sign up and create an account on this website. And once you have an account, you're going to be using this page, which is the Kotlin compiler. Basically, we're going to use REPL for a lot of our smaller activities and to just kind of talk about programming principles. This is a really easy way to just quickly write Kotlin, which is the programming language that we're using in this Android version of the class. And it lets us just write short little programs and run them and see them executed here on the right-hand side. For example, if I write print line and I say run, it's going to compile this online and run it for me on the right-hand side. Now, this is the simplest way that you can submit some of the smaller first assignments. Later assignments, you will be using the actual Android Studio to do that. And it says hi over here, and we're good to go. So you need to make an account on REPL in order to save those little programming tools that you built. You're also going to need to visit GitHub, which I've mentioned several times in the course already, but you're going to need to visit GitHub and create an account on GitHub. And then this is how you're going to submit your larger assignments. We're going to be linking GitHub to Android Studio a little bit later, and it'll be very simple to submit assignments using GitHub. So go ahead and make an account. It's free. You don't have to do anything with it. You're good to go once you build that account, and we'll link it with Android Studio.